A lot of people complaining, even your government complaining about heavy deforestation in the eastern part of the country, where forest timber is being cut down indiscriminately, sometimes by government-approved firms as well, and this timber is not being replanted. What are you doing about that?
Well, we cannot say it's not being replanted because, to the best of my knowledge, I know replanting is going on. I remember launching that, and the minister has gone ahead.
Even where it's being done illegally?
Not, I mean, when you say there's no replanting, replanting is ongoing in Sierra Leone. But illegally, definitely, we will not know about it, so we won't be able to do something about it. But replanting, you know, as far as to regrow the forest, we are doing that at the moment.
When you say you're not able to do something about it, I mean, therein lies the problem, some people will say.
Well, that's the problem. If I don't know the trees are going down, then I'm not going to plan for that. What I mean is, in those areas that we have identified, we are replanting.
I'm sure you're aware of the amount of criticism that you receive in your home country concerning your numerous travels abroad. You know, you travel by air all the time. You know, you've been to Nigeria, Ghana, Equatorial Guinea, London, Turkey, Doha, London, now Glasgow. You've flown to all these places. That's a huge carbon footprint. Don't you think, as somebody who's leading a country where that is being affected by climate change, that maybe you should check your carbon footprint a bit?
That's an interesting one. We live as a world community. We are talking about global issues. We would have preferred that I didn't come here at all to make my voice known.
It's not my preference. It's your country people.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
my country people could be asking the same question that you are asking. So it's just a rhetorical question. We inherited a very negative reputation for our country. We are known for some of the worst things in the world. And as a new government, I've traveled extensively. And why? Because I want to clear our name. I have to be there. I have to make, we were talking about challenges about the environment in Sierra Leone. If I don't come here, I'm not going to let the people know what those challenges are and how we'll go over, how we can get rid of them.
So in this case, the footprint, the President Julius Maada Bio's huge carbon footprint is justified.
Oh, well, I cannot say it's justified, but how else can I travel? By ship? On foot?
No. Ride a bicycle.
Bicycle.
I'm only playing, Mr. President.
I never get anywhere. We have to reduce our carbon footprint, that is true. But we also have to, and there are other ways to do this. Maybe if we can reduce deforestation, if we can find better means of, in terms of fuel that we use, then we are going to be able to do that. And there is a lot of work on hand to actually use better energy.
The Chief Minister and the First Lady, your wife, have actually misused public funds. How will they be held accountable?
Ask him. Exactly. Good question.
There's a prescription for whatever happens. If that is the case, and it's proven in a court of law or by the commission, they either ask to pay for it or there are different forms of punishment for that.
Wow.
They will have to.
On top of that, you recently hired a brand new finance minister who was accused of long-standing corruption in the previous administration. What message does that send to Sierra Leoneans?
No good example. No good example.
Again, you've used the word accused. And he has had to go through a very long legal process to prove that he is not guilty. So, like I said earlier, it is easier. Anybody can make such claims, outlandish claims, or that the other person is corrupt. But we are a law-abiding country, and we go through the entire length to make sure that when claims or allegations are made, we prove them in a court of law, and then we take the necessary actions.
And finally, when it comes to the importance of diversification, obviously the Sierra Leone economy has relied heavily on commodities, particularly iron ore, diamonds, which have been synonymous with conflict. All commodities are sort of subject to change in prices and fluctuations and that sort of thing. Where are you when it comes to diversifying the economy and making sure that you have other sources of income beyond commodities?
We inherited a very difficult mining sector.
Wow.
But we are not going to leave it like that. We have embarked on different reforms.
All the long-standing problems still entrenched in our society, we have added another problem, which is making things even worse, which is taking us backwards and not forward. And what is that? It is the seeming policy of division and exclusion, marginalization of a certain group. That is not good for business. The political instability and tension is not encouraging investment. Division on tribal lines does not consolidate peace. It perpetuates resentment. Now, yesterday, in the opening statement of our leaders, we were inspired in so many ways that we saw that our leaders, for the first time, admitting to fault and willing to take responsibility. But we also see that there is a big gap between rhetoric and reality. We are preaching peace, yet we are undermining those institutions that foster peace. We can give countless examples, but I don't want to bore you right now with examples. Let me just mention a few. You cannot preach peace and you're sacking people who are guaranteed with security of tenure under the Constitution and the statute.
I've always been a crazy girl. I've always liked attention. Even when I'm in school, I always volunteer to do debates and anything to do with talking. I like it. So I think I express myself more when I talk than when you give me pen and paper to write stuff.
Now, me na the only first lady we know they get budget for where visitor come visit me man. What we will make as special food for him. When we get a guest, there is a budget where they give every first lady. That budget they you for use them for them thing and day. Every first lady they get budget for in case of emergencies like this coronavirus. I know they get money. They know they give me money. And I know they ask for money. So for every little thing where you see they do, for all these charities the way you see they give out, for all the gifts the way you see they give out, if I no go take an me back, I sacrifice, I go give. Then I go for call 1 or 2 friends them and ask them, say, una help me, I want to do this, make law let I go able do one. Now, would you feel say go pay the bill? When you want to let the world know who you are, when you want to let the world know what your country stand for, when you want to let the world know, say yes, you young government and the country where you dey under, the president where you dey under, that president he believe in gender equality. You have to do something for make the world know. So yes, I use that money towards that because all them people and the way they for come in this country, Now somebody there for foot them bill. Anytime another first lady invites me for Ghana in country, now in they buy me tickets. Now in they buy me PA in ticket, he buy me security then ticket, he buy me media people in ticket. Now them can buy the ticket. So when then they come to me, the same thing applies. I buy them tickets. And when they come, now me they host them, now me call them na me country, I get for pay them hotel bill. So just in case, if you don't know, now that one day, I had over 32 guests within the sub-region. We come for the Hands Off Our Girls campaign. We come for can lunch for me. And they'll all be supposed for fly can Sierra Leone. They know they waka. Not to say that they just come out in the room, they waka go, they reach na Sierra Leone. Now plane there for bring the car. So I have to pay their airfare. And we come up and down.
Skiddy bo pantan, rugged spice. Get used to this. Whoa, whoa. Fire. We never them, then they take free money. We never them, no they sorry for it. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. We never them, no so like that. We never them, make we country they cry. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. Say let them go. If no go, we country no go good. Let them go. If no go, we go die pampo. The way the system they go, we not be voting us so if I go. The way the system they go, we not be voting us so if I go. I said the two ship press and give we the tip and they sell and they put all of them pocket. United Nations in Tilly, they tip free money and they fly like a rocket. Now we don't tire with the violence, we don't tire for the jobless, for we right to the protest, for we right to the protest, every day thing they be out, we know they open the cheer, we know they make I don't care, when we talk we say make we be above, we never them then they tip free money. We never them, no they sorry for it. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. We never them, no so like that. We never them, make we country they cry. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. We never them, na nyampi alarm dum blow. The new direction now, sorry they go. Investor no they come, then they pack and go. Alone economy no they go. Azagazi, say the country don't bend. 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 When we tell them the truth and vex, they say we're not terrorists, we're not the watch. 2023, they don't fulfill the promise, we're not the action. We never them, then they take free money. We never them, no they sorry for it. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. We never them, no so like that. We never them, make we country they cry. We never them, no broke down the country. Anytime you go, people they price it. The party sleep, the mommy where they near around make you wake up. The party sleep, the one them where they near around let them wake up. Unge bridge where he promised we with the pray make you make up. If you not make am 2023, we say for no go take am. We go whip am, we go keep am. The power where we give am, we go take am. We sing it. Azagazi, say the country don't bend them. Azagazi.
All right. Good afternoon, Fambulem. Good afternoon. Depending on who's your day, I want for welcoming on board the Telly-to-Rachel talk show program on another edition of Women in Politics. And from the beginning of the year, this is my first appearance. Let me first show this, and I want to use this opportunity for say good, happy New Year to my friends and fans, family, watching and all over the world. I want to welcome all to a very hopeful and prosperous New Year. Regardless of what they go on around the country. So once again, on a welcome on board the Telly-to-Rachel show. If you're just joining, please share the video. Today, I have an exclusive interview with Madam Femi Claudius-Cole, where they can talk about the Auditor General reports and plenty other things and statistics. Sierra Leone, the census, saying that they be make, the government be put in a one dark corner force. So again, for can tell we all about that, how he reach there, and plenty other things that we don't say, but putting it on go on for the past weeks. I mean, things every day. Sometimes we can't even keep track of what is going on in Sierra Leone. But what we able for talk today, we will come talk, especially the most important things. So do you wanna share the video? I don't want to waste much time again, but for bring Madam Femi Claudius-Cole for make it tell family out. Madam Femi, welcome aboard the Telly-to-Rachel talk show on women and politics.
Thank you very much, Rachel, especially the honor for day on your first show for 2022. It's a privilege, and I really appreciate you for that. And I want for wish the viewers them all, we say a happy new year, but we hope for a better year.
Absolutely. So just get for jump straight into with discussion, because we get boku thing for talk about. We have a lot, and like I say, sometimes we can't even keep track. We can't even keep track of the happenings in Sierra Leone. But what we able for do today, we go do and Famula Walona no say this program is broadcasted live or it's been broadcast live on Star TV Sierra Leone. So you will not get opportunity for going on Facebook. You can watch on Star TV Sierra Leone. I want to say thank you to Star for waiting don't deal with me all this while, or for wait I don't deal with them all this while, and then support. Thank you so much. So, Madam Femi, let me go straight into this issue also. I remember say last year December, where the government they call for census and all of that. Some political parties, including the COP, been come out and make a statement to una supporters, sympathizers, and progressive Sierra Leoneans say, make them not allow for make them count them because at a time like this, way the country they get into election, waiting at the motive and all of that, and at the end of the day, you being therefore get involved, you therefore get investigated, or they ask you for make a statement, and they left you inside the all man balance. So I want to make you just give me just a short brief background of that situation, the waiting will happen during the time that you were locked behind bars in the name of count me, not count me, because it went viral and people began to say count me, not count me, not to plaba or not to some
police case.
Not a police case, exactly. So just give me a short overview of how you end up for go be interviewed or arrested and left and be allow you for stay inside prison behind bars.
Okay, but let me take them from the point where, let me take and say from the 98.1 interview, where now we don't raise the alarm about the census for a long time. Even before they officially lay on a parliament, they may not already begin for work on them illegally. So we don't they talk on the illegality of the process. Then after we come out the meeting where statistics Sierra Leone all claiming, the claim was for us to be monitors for the process. So when we got that meeting there, I was really shocked. I tell them, I say, then the chairman for statistics Sierra Leone again intro, he repeatedly kept saying, thank you to political parties, thank you to political parties. And when the man don't talk, now I ask, I say, excuse me, what you they tell me thank you for? A process that you have not involved us in at all. It was almost as if he was talking for the cameras that were present, because the media houses were all in the room. I said, from the conception of this idea, we raised the alarm. We raised the alarm on different fronts, on our preparedness technically, on the timing of it, and the procedure for which it was actually in the end laid in Parliament. We said, this thing doesn't seem to be very legal, it doesn't seem to be very proper. Why now you can't tell political parties and Boku thank you? There were parties that were involved, those parties that were in Parliament. And then the APC representative said, no, we came to one meeting, after that you promised to involve us, and we were never involved. So they called us there as usual, like almost the icing on the cake. So we barenta. And the time when we went to see him, I think we on letter to him now precipitate the meeting where he called we. Because we actually sent a letter to our founders, we sent the letter to different international organizations to say to them, the government is pushing a census. We do not believe that the government is ready. We don't believe the government has done due process, and we don't think the timing is right. So we let her go. We took one to the World Bank, we took one to EU, to UNFPA, all those who actually finance the process. And we had this conversation with them to say political parties in opposition are worried. And the reason we're worried is this: the timing doesn't smell good. So all that was what I basically said in the 98.1 interview. And the law actually says if you have valid reasons why you do not agree, you don't need to be counted. Nobody needs to be thrown in jail because they say you're not going to count me because I believe the process is flawed. And which was what I said, and I still stick by that statement. So because Diana Konomani also came out very strongly against the census, again for the same reasons that I already stated, they invited Dr. Dennis Bright, they invited Diana, and they invited Ambassador Yansane to give a statement. So the day that Diana was going, I decided that I'm not going to let her go alone. Political women were so few and thin on the ground that we have to really stick together. So I accompanied her. And during her interview, the Inspector General of Police said that I should be interviewed too. I said, okay, you want two for the price of one, that's fine. So instead of interviewing us at the police headquarters, which they had done for Ambassador and for Dr. Bright, they then said no, they were not going to interview Diana and I there. They were going to interview us at CID. So they already had a plan from the beginning. And we went over to CID. Diana was interviewed. Diana's interview had ended, and it was my turn. Diana's interview took actually much longer than mine. And when it was my turn,
I want to talk to you because for the benefit of the,
yeah. So wait till you for let her interview. I beg pardon. Wait till you for let her interview me. Now I say, but look, if you can't interview me on the statement, for me, I'm not a journalist, though, but it looked very basic for say the first thing you for do and for print a copy of my statement so you get them before you. But the person where they interview me, obviously, me get no idea of waiting within at the interview. Now, in many countries, they tell you that whatever you say will be used in evidence against you, blah, blah, blah. I say, no, get a transcript. Get a transcript, then you're able for interview me now from a position of information, rather than they begin ask me, questions here and there not pertaining. So, and she kept saying, you're not answering my question. I said, but you're not prepared. And I wasn't actually invited to this interrogation. I came to actually accompany somebody else.
How eventually you end up behind bars now?
So eventually he said, me not the answering question. So in the camp, he walked off from the table. Apparently, he walked go straight to meet the Minister of Justice. And the Minister of Justice tell her and say, let them hold me, let them arrest me, let them keep me in a CID until such time where they will forget a transcript of the interview. So they're very clever. They all grab and vacate their seats. All man lost, one, they all lost. They finally then say, okay, then they arrest you. I said, fine. If not that way they una one for Duam, then that's fine. So the people are all.
So what will be your experience? Tell us a little bit about your experience when you begin at that dark cell, because after the whole thing,
okay, so
you
came out with that. So we'll finally reach now the cell where we reach now, and then I open detention. We then I open detention. I did it with other women. Them they all did it for different reasons. We all they talk and they listen to them, story them. Whilst they talk to them, different people let me they can't visit me. Different people. Whether they were so shocked, they all mean they can't see ID. This went on to, where you go there, then they take your phone, take your earring, take your jewelry, take everything, you watch everything. So you don't get concept of time. Very difficult. So once we don't then open detention, that by that time the place don't dark. Now the person may come on night shift, the night shift guard, it just come meet me say, mommy, can I go show you say you go lay down? Now show you say you go lay down. I'm like, huh? So I shocked. I said, why? Because me don't plan say me don't sit down at the chair and I would say morning. Now I say, No, mommy, you get for go with me. And he virtually pushed me. They pushed me. I said, but Titi, you know, push me. I said, I not commit murder, I not thief, and me not to 419 scammer. So take time. How you they handle me? Eventually, I look, you know, I think on the best way for handle myself at that point. I say, you need to me, just go suffer. So I go, he go show me myself. How I dey watch the cell self, the girl don't lock, don't bat in the door, they all bear me. When they lock me, I say, remember say, na elderly person they go lock. I say, I get for the wet. Hey, mama, they give you bucket. So they give you bucket. Now I say, okay, well, I go appreciate the bucket actually because right now I want it. Lock me inside the cell. The cell is dark. Cockroach and they walk under the wall. Mosquito boku the place hot like a grave. I sit down there during that period. They get child boku thing and go through me aid. Okay. I went through anger. For me, initially, na be anger. Say, who's kind? I mean, damn nonsense. Who's kind country this? Who's kind administration this? What damn nonsense? Because you know why you read the truth. You know, so I go through that period. They were angry. I sit down there now. I plan me next lambast again for lambast from the IG can down to the head of CID to this to that. I don't begin formulate the speech. I don't begin formulate. So then I went into bitterness, that anger, that bitterness phase. Then when I sit down there, I don't go through this period of anger. Now you, the cockroach, and the mosquito, they don't want to keep coming. Then I begin to think. I don't know how come Mandela came into my head, but he can't sign me aid. And when he can't sign me aid, I think it was God. I begin to think to myself, say, but Femi, wait, this man, the Olana, a circumstance worse than this for 27 years. 27 years. And it come on a year without any bitterness. It come out with a spirit of forgiveness. It come out with a spirit of peace, with fairness and generosity for the people. That's a Femi, no vex. No vex, I beg, no vex. These are ignorant people. These are stupid people. These are people where the power don't so go na their head, they don't so drunk with the power that they not even think rationally. If you self follow them with this level of bitterness and anger, you are no better than them. Now that's now I calm down, I begin surveying the environment, I begin to think, say, after this experience, Femi, whose kind of salon we really need? So I begin to think about the future. I begin to think about positive things. How can we change Sierra Leone? How can we make this system we're so broken better? After some time, apparently I discover later, say, when did Titi go back now, they open detention, and they talk to the other prisoners then. Remember, say, I don't engage in Umaya from earlier on in the day. Yeah. So then Sabi who that Tabi and everything. Nine and can't tell her who that Tabi. Then so we then tell her who that Tabi. Now so it only ate. It feels so bad. Now you know they can knock the cell, the gates, the iron bars. If they knock the Mommy Cole, I'm you say you are wet, ma. Mommy Cole.
You're trying to be all nice now.
You know. Trying to be all nice. And honestly, I don't seal my lips. I don't say it talk to me, it go back, it come back.
Because you see, so this is how, you know, people when they suffer behind bars unnecessarily, because just like how you mentioned, if they're not being tell her who that you be, if I treat you like one kind person when a hardcore criminal, you know, if they're not being tell her who that you be, eventually we try to be nice.
Exactly.
So we can imagine what people go through.
The second time, it come back a third time. Eventually, now you go tell them, I way they tell them, say, Mommy not agree answer me. The mommy not agree answer me. Then he come back now with one other man. Then come right in. First, he bring things in for me. I said, put her in the style you feel for put her. I know. The sister they said soap and things in for me for wash. I said, put her in the side. Eventually, he come back with this man. I said, man, we don't head of CID or whoever. Don't send message. Say, let you go back now. Open detention. Let we pull you in at the cell. Now, I said, tell the head of CID. I tell him thank you, but I'm already quite comfortable. I said, tell him, say no problem. I said, where they go? Just lock the door there. Then go back, they go there, engage, then they can out and free. Mami Cole, born we ma. Now the others they will then give me mommy, what we. So by this time, they don't open the cell door and everything, then they engage me. Now I say to them, I say, almost you old. Now I say, you old 34. Now I say, me picking big for you. I say, you know the advice I want you? I say, we all get tough jobs the way we they do. I said, but I want when you they do this work, remember saying, na not a man that you they deal with. It can be your mama, it can be your auntie, it can be your sister. I said, if you want push me in a cell, you know, if you know if me a criminal or me not a criminal, not to pass a be somebody. I want let you treat anybody. Can I me yes, you whisper, mommy call. I don't mean for lock you in a cell. I said, but it's not my job. Mommy be a ya. I said, that would have made me bless you. It would have made me thank you. It don't be for make a bear you any ill will. We make now, I make a one say, una one punish me at the left now. So I gave her advice. I said, not to pass the person be a somebody.
Somebody, yeah.
For as long as the person is a human being, treat them like how you go want. If now your mama then at this condition, how you go want for let them treat them? Because as you now somebody in bikini, as somebody self, now somebody in mama, somebody in sister. I said, so you know the push person in pack other way they. Then I begin apologize eventually.
Yeah, it was.
I cannot do.
It was from what you explained, it was a horrible situation, circumstances. But from you audio where you release, it seems as if it makes you more better. It bring out the best in you and all of that. But I want to go to there are plenty of things to say. So I want to go into the census issue. The same census way myself. So let's get into some specifics in here. Okay, the census London. Overall, how you can rate the census because we don't see so many complaints, videos, audios. The enumerators are not paid, and so many things. And the statistics boss said go to 98 and saying young beats and all of that. People claim they were not registered, and so many things that happen. Overall, as the chairperson of CORE, waiting now on assessment but the census.
The census was an unmitigated, unbelievable failure. It was a failure on all fronts. Some of the reasons where even the World Bank give them were validated. The reasons the way we self put in our letter validated. This might be a census way, I'm not going to say, no, I'm going to blame the head of statistics alone because he's a very smart man, a very intelligent man, where was afraid to speak the truth to power. Afraid for tell power the truth. I say, I not say una want this census and una want them bad, but we're not ready. We're not ready. If a man loses his job for sticking to his integrity, it's not bad. At times of technical preparedness, when that's the World Bank tell them they were not ready. When we go that meeting, where we realized they were training people, 15,000 people, up until the day before census day, we knew they were not ready. We knew the people would not be ready. And because the government is so full of arrogant people, pig-headed people, they refuse to listen. Then decide, say, una no one fund we, well, we go show now, we go fund we say. And we realize now, you didn't have the money for it. Una not been prepared for it. And the selfish part of this is, they made it into an SLPP census. A census is always the people.
Why you say they made it into an SLPP census?
Because despite all good advice, despite everything that so many organizations had called them to attention, they decided to ignore it. That we in governance, we the SLPP government, will show the rest of the world, we will show you EU, we will show you World Bank that we can do it. This is an SLPP government, am I right or am I wrong? So they decided that despite common sense trying to knock at their door, good advice trying to knock at their door, experts who had done this over and over again, your primary funders, who were still going to go ahead. So this now becomes about the SLPP. Now, if it is about the people of Sierra Leone, una go listen. Una go listen. So, okay, well, then we wait when we get a complete buy-in. But una do am, una not talk to political parties, una not talk to nobody, una not engage nobody, to una self no more, una decide to una go book for pull them off. So as far as I'm concerned,
but in your assessments, they be able for, was it successful? They be able for count many Sierra Leoneans, because say after the deadline, they even bring out numbers for the Sierra Leonean, we call them the one they will not count. How effective was that?
Let me tell you, in terms of a census, now I'm not a statistician, but I don't do myself in small research, I don't read background. When you see a census, number one, then get what they call the mopping up period, which is fine. A couple of, maybe a week after the census, you can do the mopping up period. Then still they mop up. And when then they do this mopping up, then they for come back to you for ask you, say, on the 9th, who say you didn't sleep? When you see a census done, nearly 1 month, then still they mop up, it tells you quite clearly, speak to any statistician, that your due diligence will not do one. When it reached to this stage, where will they discover, say, 1,500 or so iPads were missing? The people then take them, they lost with them for whatever reason. Most times, most cases, so they are in because they're not paid everything them for pay them. It don't already tell you, say, the country was not well covered. So when you look up, then we don't hear you now, but the technical malfunction of the equipment. So man, they tell you, but in machine where when you open them, and Nairobi data na in the you 20,000 iPads arrived in Sierra Leone. 20,000, my sister. Try for fan posting them for fix your computer and you host. It's a struggle finding somebody good. There are good people, but they're not boku. So who that's able for sit down? Una no plan. Una go take the iPad and no more. It was badly planned, badly executed. And from we on survey where we don't do, the percentage of people where then cover is very, very low. Very, very low. Meet up men giant side street. Not a single enumerator can at this street. If they can something, they can place on that, they will camouflage, but me not see none. And when then they come, then get them badge, then get them file, then get them iPad, I not see none, man. And I work a lot from home. Others areas the way they operate businesses, they not see them. So they get a very low turnout because they not get the buy-in from the public. So anything that they say now, you know, valid. Even the World Bank not fit use this result when they get for pool for do anything globally. Because
I just want to ask whether the World Bank go able for use waiting and get for
no, they're not going to use them. They're not going to able use them. When you see them get for when a census, when an institution, a statistics institution get for pull a 1-800 number, no say things don't go well. For pull 1-800, I say if they're not country, that means despite the GPS tracking, despite the this, when the iPad then I host, then they know na Potloko, then they know na Guinea, then they know na Russia, say you don't reach there. Despite all those fake promises, why do you need the 800 number? From your GPS tracking, you for able for no other than content, other than no content. But we should say the process not work at all. So the numbers are invalid, totally invalid. Now crap, rubbish.
Okay, we don't say we go for cancel the audit reports when are the big, the all important issue there. We still salon people need for know. We need for the ring and the salon people is because it is our responsibility to make salon people understand. Because if I'm not mistaken, 70% of Sierra Leoneans are illiterate, and so now within a year, now in then they go by. So it is a responsibility in the media for educate them or for bring people that we can educate them on national issues. So that's why we keep talking about some of the issues. So the audit report, the census, and other important things them as then they unfold. So when we come, before we go to the audit reports, I think last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, there's this release of this popular guy LAC, where Asise Youssef tweet bots, where a lot of people are concerned about as to why they release him at this time, why they release her in the first place, where it get murder case. I think say they not even charge him, they go through life sentence. If I am correct, if I'm to say that, they go through life sentence, and he just spent less than 5 years in prison, and the president's been used in power for remove for Pulande, while women and girls are in there suffering unnecessarily, if I can say that. The president not looking to that issue, they accept this particular person. So what is left for us in the judiciary as Sierra Leonean, and as you as a chairperson, where consists of 13 political parties? What is left for us in the judiciary system, and the way the president go about doing, in using in power?
And even after where I tweet, a couple of people then come up with comments on my tweet. And most of them comments, and even there on a radio show, na Freedom Radio, where we discuss this issue. And there on the show with an SLPP representative. And the argument is that the Constitution gives the president the power. It gives him the power. So the answer to that on that show was, the Constitution gives our president, the president, boku power. He get boku power na the 1991 Constitution. He get power till he left. He get power for let he go na Kisi mental institution. He take a patient day and make a minister for mines. He get a power day. He can go na some side way he meet pikin that always fail beke. He pick one pikin day, he make him minister for finance. He get the power. The Constitution gives him the power. What separates, what goes with the power? What's in the go with the power? Now wisdom. Now good judgment. Now advice, sound advice. Now collaboration. Now dialogue. Now they go with that power, they will get boku. Where people them, where they round you, they advise you, your advisors, retired judges, whoever you want put inside you pardon commission, as it were, you panel where you they engage. Say, I want pardon some prisoners then. When I call 2-3 people then for me, let them can engage with me. Let me see, let me look then story them. Who's one really not belong na Pademba Road, or it don't serve in time where it don't be a model prisoner, where it don't really do a marvelous thing since the day inside jail. Wisdom get for kicking. Now that's go make the president make a decision where the entire country virtually, other than the clappers, not come in shock and horror at the decision he make. So because you have unlimited powers, no mean to say you the user no more now with disregard for the elements of wisdom. This release where he released this man, not an accused man, it's a convicted murderer. A convicted murderer. Now, if you for do survey of Pademba Road, there are prisoners there for broken headlight. There are prisoners there for not having a driver's license. In your use of your power, I can put it to the president quite plainly. He left his wisdom behind in that decision that he made. And those that he relies on for guidance, for advice, those clappers I talk at the radio station, Mr. President, fire them. Sack them all. They are not fit for purpose. We want you to make a decision where the whole country go say, no, President Bio, it's guy. You did it with disregard for the families. You did it with disregard for the judge who sentenced. You did it with disregard for the judiciary's authenticity. For let the judiciary be something where you go say, you get body. You help to make an even further mockery of an already inefficient system. So, on that release of that particular man, I say shame on the entire lot of you, or a lot of them. Shame on you. Shame on the prisoners, guards, the head of prison who advised it. Shame on the Chief Justice and the Minister of Justice who couldn't call the president to attention and say, "Pano, do this." It will smell bad, and it does. Now, man, why una pull him? Una need him? Do you have a work for him? Do you have a job for him? We're not going to be scared to say the truth. I will not be scared to say the truth. It smells bad because it's bad.
Yes, we see how you express your feelings, and people keep saying again, the judiciary, and we are getting closer. We are ahead of 2023 election, and we don't see also how the EU, one of them concerned with all what they go on as Salona, the judiciary. So we keep seeing, things every day for confirm. Then till I want to talk. We keep seeing it every day. So I mean, it's not hidden secret now. Say judiciary smells bad, like you say. I mean,
smells horrible. Smells horrible. And look, we have a fellow politician who is an accused, not a convicted, accused man. Who
yes, I was going to go to come exactly. I was going to come out with an issue where the language
I don't tell you I said the man sick. He's not a convicted criminal. He's a man that has been.
But Femi, let me just go through the Kamarimba issue. Just like you say, we people you don't give from waiting with the Yeri is people they don't confirm say. I mean the allegation where they make from Kamarimba, it is not what it is. That's waiting the fly over the ear what people they assume, and it is clearly shown because. Even this not the first time when we see say they give somebody bail, the bail not take. So what is the consortium doing? Because the ADP is part of the consortium. What is the consortium doing to ensure that they put pressure on this government for make Kamarimba the bail where they don't grant and make it take effect?
Well, what we did, I mean, the first thing we do. I visited him. Some of we visit him first na court, where he go court one time for a show of solidarity. Say we're with you. Then I go make an application. I visit him in person. For tell and say we don't forget about this. We're still doing our best. Then Miss Bright and I made an unofficial visit. We go see the Chief Justice. We talk to him. We engage him. We say, bro, we don't want this man to die in jail. If a judge in your court don't give him bail, he listen. This have not person in papa and stuff. And then make him trial speedy. So if he's guilty, convict him and send him to jail. And we know that the matter has come to its natural conclusion. But this one, it's not like when you NF over person in aid. Like I wait in the angle by me aid now. Where I go for the go report in a CID. Like send a church and they go. So if the man guilty, then you sentence him. You sentence him, case closed. It's having time. But this kind of thing where una they do, a man is innocent until proven guilty. That's so the law say. And once una don't give the man bail, and he has he don't meet all the bail conditions then, and then they talk say, no, it's an alayo. It don't meet the bail conditions.
So what reason? Will I get any reason from what on findings why there's still no one release them?
Our findings, what we finally conclude, Rachel, it's orders from above. How far above? I don't know. But I know it's not from God, but it's orders from above. There is no justifiable reason anymore for him not to have been given his bail, grant him a speedy trial, find the man guilty. As I say all the time, my sister was the chairperson for Rainbow. I am not in favor of any type of abuse of anybody, child or adult, male or female. I am against it. But I am for justice. I am for the premise that you are innocent, tell them prove you guilty.
All
For
right,
anybody,
family, una self get una own thoughts, una put una own thoughts inside this. What una think about Cameroon by issue, what una think about the census, what una also think about the Auditor General in report as we can reach that very important side. We send our comments, make we know what una self think about all of them here. So where they go on in a salon. You know, some of these questions we go if we get time, we go throw them to Madam Femi, making safe answer some of them questions. But please una make una comment what una think about the Auditor General report with Cameroon by issue, but the release of LSC and so many other issues that we don't go on. We get white paper, but I know we for deal with them because, like I say, the level of illiteracy in the salon is very, very high. So the role of the media is for ensuring they bridge that gap there between the government, for make the people understand what in the government they do, bring them come to the language where they can understand what in the government they do, what in the government put inside this paper, what in the government, that's the role of the media in Sierra Leone. So we just play with own part for make, we una self can enlighten some Sierra Leoneans there we need for understand what in they go on. So una share una send una thoughts, una comments on what you think about all of this. Madam Femi, let me go to the Auditor General's report. But before I go there, I want for me to talk about liar issue first of all, the indefinite suspension from November 8th, because I don't ever forget that they were awake on the day of my birthday. I see that Newsday, Newsday from November 8th. And January done, they almost done so. Where they say, okay, they're going to put together, the judges or whatever for the tribunal and so on. But is there any delay or waiting you self-notice inside this whole thing? Because we know you're nothing as of this time, and we don't see people with stand and tweeting about it. So, what's your take on this Lara issue?
Yeah, I want to answer your question, but something the way you say before you jump to liar, when you talk about the role of the media.
Okay.
I want for understanding. Now, I want for tell you, say, from the time where they hold me, they interrogate me and Diana, they interrogate Dennis Bright and Ambassador Yansane. You are the first media house where they ask me on the topic. This is not the first time, and I'm so grateful the fact that they actually show and live on Star Television. This is not the first media outlet. You are the first journalist where don't ask me on media, on camera, what happened. No other media, for now, and they point finger, sometimes the story not sweet, I don't know. But no media house has actually engaged me. But let's go to the question that you asked on liar. Now, for me, I don't understand. The one who liar issue, I don't understand that now. And they give me your interpretation. But kuno go leka. And I not listen. But they give me your interpretation. Liar, the Auditor General, a woman of high integrity, a woman of high reputation, somebody we don't actually call other political parties and administration, we don't call their own, where then they blunder. This woman, then pull them, then say then suspend them. Now, we in the initial stage, we mean to say then suspend them because they know we no one let it pull the report how the report did. But me, I don't read between the line. Then day nine have been the bachelor's if the report for now where they don't pull so be now. Then have been the bachelor's if. The report where they no want for let it even begin for right. Now the one who they pencil now. So as far as me concerned, they get two game. One, now if I know that they can water this report for, but the thing so war that like when the water is still war. But let will not get a chance, let begin dig inside this one. Let will not get a chance. So if we second, we'll not get reason for second. So let me throw away some not 1, 2, 3 nasty thing near I am. Let me suspend them. At least international community then go vex, but until a suspension, we go say when a suspension. So then suspend them. Then when I don't realize it, they don't do all thing back and front and say, okay, well, I'll form a, a panel for investigator. So then get again at the party, they inside the panel. They realize that the lawyer they not get for play that game day. So some of the people the way they feel to say get a conflict of interest. They manage pull 1 or 2. I don't know if between the lawyers they don't settle, but anyway. So now when I don't finally get the one that they sit down on this hearing. When I start hearing now. When I start now, let me know now finally what did this woman do.
And so when according to what maybe there was I understand say the Lara in lawyer then be the question some of the judges the tribunal. Yes. And they've put forward that concern, but up to now, they're not going to respond it. That's as
no, but then change. They actually remove one. They actually remove one of the judges. They replace them with somebody else. But I know say the lawyers were objecting to 2 people. But Rachel, if you really know say you are at risk of doing something very wrong, you convince say the reason we make you pull them is strong. You really get valid reason we make you they suspend this woman, a woman of that caliber. You they suspend them, it means to say you get good reason. And for me, now like when person like by you, and they tell you say phone I can't talk. No, phone now put on speaker phone, talk and before me say na lie like panam on a tiff. So in a case like this one, I don't form this tribunal. Now in your interest, but we get judge them boku. If una stress for judge, if una can do it, una do for commission, una can go bring one other judge, Biobele or somebody else, una can go and come. So you set up the tribunal rapidly, quickly, because you they put somebody in livelihood in danger, you they put somebody in reputation in danger, in integrity in danger, and the one way worst pass all, in enthusiasm for the job, you they put them in danger. For Lara and her deputy, mind you, they put them now in danger. Where if then tomorrow they say we'll not do again, but let's go for an international job, who suffers? Sierra Leone suffers. So when I don't put this thing now, when I don't anger, and Rachel then go anger and say, because they know say at the end of the day, una no get nothing una get for all this woman for, nothing una get for suspend them for. It is all supposition and hearsay. Also, you get serious reason. Say this woman be non go so institution, they don't go bribe bam $2 million. You get they would have released it. If they mean get that kind mod day on Lara Telopias or her deputy, then for don't release them. We all move for don't read on a paper. But because they know say they're not getting nothing, all they want is for let Lara be out of the way. That's all it is. For let Lara and her deputy Tamba get out of the way.
Well, we still the follow the situation. We all observe the situation because say we group in one group have been set a protest in relation to this issue. So we're still monitoring, and we need to remind the president of why the delay. And like you said, there's so many things at stake.
Yes.
She's a family person. Tamba also a family man.
Family man, yes.
The life need to move on, but it is tough way they don't can eat case like you they're not saying who's kind case. Then
Yes.
they pass. So it's a very tough situation, and we hope say the president go able for fast track. If there's anything, make it bring and come out so that everybody in life will move on. But hanging things like that, or
It's
playing the delaying tactics, and not think say it will favor the government or go even helpful for Sierra Leone. But when we come to the audit, the 2020 Abdul Aziz Auditor General report, and that moment there where it come out, a lot of people in the US concerned, people were G3 over the reports, and we see African Express bring out their own seen them, so there's again seen them, as some people as African Express they get seen them. So they bring up their own and all of that, and also people that say a lot of things were missing in that report, and a lot of things also, a lot of misappropriation take place. And also moving forward, we also see the ACC boss call a press conference for talk about the Auditor General in reports, and it mentioned so many things inside it. They confirm a lot about 1,000 and something issues found in that incomplete report already. 1,000 and something issue found there. Where we get the public accounts and the embassies and high commissions, MDAs, the donor funded project when in high past anything about 635 issues found, what I mean, found wanting in that report. And it move on again for say by this, because I listened to the press conference. They said by the holiday term, because we're in December, the holiday term, we will get some government officials they will get for day behind bars that they don't get for spend their holiday. We heard it. A lot of us will hear it. But before you reach for that side, what do you think about this Auditor General in reports and the issues them, the 100 and something, 1,000 and something issues them where the ACC boss say found inside this incomplete Auditor General reports?
No, well, I think say the one we're making really look, the one way for me now the kicker and the report. When an auditor's report begins to implicate State House, then self, the heartbeat of the power of Sierra Leone. We know say the country they in trouble, man. When an auditor's report begin for actually implicate the very Ministry of Finance itself, we know we're in deep trouble. When there becomes a need for receipts to become forged, we know we're in trouble. When the ACC boss, the ACC boss, I used to have a lot of respect for that young man. He speaks with emphasis, he speaks with power, and that's it. And that's it. And we told him at a meeting that we had with him, and I told him, we want to see you fighting corruption in real time. The country has spent millions on the COI. We want to see you now fighting corruption from the inside out. You know where that well done big, Iyaido rep, where you afraid for let them go quisan, where say they get for quisan, where you either seed come up, say the well. The commission, the anti-corruption commissioner, now play the well. It doesn't press and so small tough come on, press and small tough come on, press. You know, edit for quiz and let the seed come out. And the part where the side where make you worry about now the fact that we na Sierra Leone, we get short memory. We get short memory. And we not seem for the thing that way for really make we sit down and worry. The thing that way for make we sit down and vex where we they read the kind money. Rachel, can you believe say with the amount of money NACOVAC they named then at the last commission of auditors report. They named them back on this auditors report. The amount of money where they go through NACOVAC they earn with the level and caliber of the people where they're part of NACOVAC. You mean they are incapable of running their institution without the name they appear at the auditors report? For me, when it comes to the misappropriation of the people their money, when it comes to people not being able to defend it, the Minister of Information enable, now you know you say and self they talk about her, able to defend the position. And we still see a government where still they continue for bloat the wage bill. This government is unable, incapable, inefficient to fix those leakages that they promised us to fix. Their heart, not the inside. You know the inside. The suffering of the people, where would they see every day, today, the amount of bigger man that it pass how you can see themselves on a Friday. There comes a point where the government get for sit down and say, this is the people's money. Now the people their money this, the people them poor, the people them they cry. Una let we all tap. Let all man begin for the right thing. They're incapable. Their heart, not the inside. Because they believe say come election, then go share waiting and get for shame. They tell you waiting never, then can't tell you, then pull sing, we dance, and the people forget. The people forget.
You said something just now while you were talking with regards to the Auditor General report, where one pandem you say something we get for do with State House SESF, because one day where can you hear me?
No, I lost you for a minute. I'm not able to say actually.
All right. Some of the things where be the inside Auditor General in reports, you said just highlight and just know where now the expenditure of overseas trips, where they say we are not properly retired. We also see say there was some forgery on hotel receipts and all of that. In a country where we're still struggling to put food on the table, in a country where prices are skyrocketing, in a country where there's so much poverty in Sierra Leone. How we can for explain that?
I think that I will go and come back to bad guidance and bad advice. Now you see, when somebody in a president, it don't mean say it's a bit all thing but all thing. The president no need for be an expert into everything. It rely to some degree, not totally, on good advisors, good guidance. Now, this president, for me, he make beaucoup mistake. One was that belief where he gets say na in party there no more, in townspeople there no more, in your own close circle there no more, now then for the part of in government. So you go find say then go take round peg, then push on a square, or then push and say it is inside the map. And then you expect say that round peg inside that square, all they give you objective advice. You need advisors who they tell you, Mr. President, I think this is a bad idea. I want your administration to succeed, sir. I want you succeed, sir. They said you couldn't. They said you wouldn't. I want you succeed. Mr. President, not do this. Mr. President, I think this is a better, but you surround yourself with yes men, with clappers. You surround yourself with the cheerleading team. They are incapable of guiding you. They are not they don't get that love for the salon people for say, no, the people then go suffer so if you make and so the people and they this if you that. They're not
But
busy.
but remember, say the president at one of his statements, State House, say he don't do a lot of things now. He just they run over. In fact, Bonya now they give it now. He say don't do a lot of things. So
If he says so, we agree. If he says so, we say oh. We say oh, not to make election day. Person where they run on a record, you not get for begin fair 99 tactics, pull white paper now, put sensors here, begin for put things in place for let you able for jiggles inside. No, if the president, me I dey support that. Mr. President, just stand on your record. Don't even campaign. Just stand on your record. Just stand on your record. Just come out and say, I know I have done a wonderful job for the people of Sierra Leone. Elect me. Go sit down and also impatient wait. Whether you do result.
Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen at this video. Then I will come to you back for make me confirm whether waiting the ACC boss may say officials then will sleep behind bars during the holiday. For make me confirm whether in word not be in bond, whether it was just a soundbite or it be really mean what he say. But before we address that. All right, we don't see that short clip there. I mean, are they reality or is it because them people they are not like Salon or they're not like President Bio for put all of this together? Are they actually reality on ground?
My dear, it is reality. I mean, which part of it you want to say now? Which part of it we will say a lie? There's no part of that or that video. And that then go say, those who have ears, let them listen. Let them listen. This is not a video where somebody don't do, we don't crystallize the problem. I mean, whose spy will say a lie? Did we not all see the images of the first lady in Sunday play with money way? So man not ever get for see even one of them dollar notes and then in life. How right is it? It wrong, bo. So if now people are where they listen, then for begin for really absorb some of them things and begin for do things differently. I mean, it's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late. Somebody
So
asked me.
Let's get to the auditor general and not the ACC boss. We are in saying I can be just let me just reiterate where it say after all the findings of the report, the 2020 Auditor General's report, when in safe get a press conference and talk out, not a person talk out for now in safe talk out, say there are this XYZ issue, 1,000+ issues then inside the Auditor General report, and most of them thinks they will get for anybody who then found wanting go there behind bars during the holiday, and that was in December. So with you more than a salon, we know this salon. Una know if anybody, any government officials or MDAs or whatever, will be there behind bars during December. Family una self waiting at the comment section. Una can confirm that if anybody be there with the ACC boss put behind bars, as he been saying. Madam Femi, over to you.
No, I'm not hearing of nobody. Oh, I'm not hearing nobody yet. But let me tell you, if the ACC boss not able to fend 49,000 bag rest, I'm not the only breath. I seriously not the only breath. The will the political will for call them out, because this is inside Austin. are within the very government. We pledge for protect me, we pledge for elevate me, we pledge for take me on a new direction. It's within this same government.
But having looked at all of this, should the ACC boss be taken serious? Because if you when you say something like that, you don't make it's a policy statement. And mind you, this is the Auditor General's report.
Yes.
And now you call a press conference, say
Okay.
you make a word. So is there any credibility with the Anti-Corruption Commission? Do we see any credibility in there?
Well, make I tell you how disingenuous they are, how two-faced they are, especially I refer to the ACC. This is the same ACC that has called the mayor of Freetown over 3 to 4 times to interview her. And you have a battery of people who don't do the wrong thing, a battery of them. We don't see you inviting them. Or are you doing it behind closed doors? Una don't invite the mayor. It's like I say, I don't know one can get a room in Pala. Where then why yes, so we don't eat with money to the tune of billions. The whole thing with the mayor, it's over an air ticket for one staff. Now get all this. Part of it is over an air ticket for a staff of her. You have invited this woman. You don't let him work for CAN ACC over 3 to 4 times. If you have mud on her, publish it. And there was Ying. And then one year where una possible una don't put now na audit services. The man una don't put na audit services don't publish the report about these misdeeds. No heads have rolled in State House. You know, say no to Mr. President. Bio himself take pen and paper, take Tipex for change receipts. It wasn't him. It was somebody in his team.
Yeah, but I mean, it was not really secret. Like I say, the ACC boss talk and say there are a lot of people who behind bars. You know, this is
the person we go forge for give president bad name internationally because they say the hotel self when the name in the paper, then say vex. Mr. Kelfala, that person they will forge is sitting in Bufena. You know Bufena? Heads not the role. Una give the president this kind level of bad name for forged receipt. When they virtually get ATM card to the Bank of Sierra Leone, they no need for forged receipt. No heads gold. Nobody was brought to book. Nobody, nothing. But yes, we couple then they put on a post. You can put couple self na your bobby. 49,000 bag rest. If they take this one lolos, then they will fena. Let the ACC boss just give me a break.
So at this point, moving forward as a country, should we? I don't know how for Putam when it comes to the ACC because this is the country's money we are talking about. Until today, you're not able for anybody accountable. And even if it does, we know openly because most of the times things are done in secret. And he openly talks, say they will be put behind bars during the holidays. And you're not able for even do what he say openly. Nobody not force him. What is left? So what is left for Sierra Leone, wherein the judiciary smells bad, the Anti-Corruption Commission equally smells bad.
It's impotent. The anti-corruption is impotent.
What are your concerns as a consortium? What are your concerns seeing all of these in real time?
Look, it really and truly makes me sad. It makes me sad because the image we're portraying is like Sierra Leone is so bad. The country is so rotten that nobody can fix it. I reject that. The people are suffering and they are destined and go for suffer till they die. I reject that. So wonder when we're going to actually wake up and actually begin for put the people of Sierra Leone first, for Christ's sake. But some man don't build 3 us, you don't build 4 us from 2018 to now. Okay, blow. Put small money. Now begin put some money now and the people there. The one they wanna say for cons, una tear gas there. Una call police with kabu for go beat there. The one they wanna tell for cons because una not pay them. The one they were in a front line of Nakovac, una not pay them, but yet still the man said from Nakovac talk and say then they pay they get salary, then they get allowance, then they get risk allowance. The only risk allowance way they get some for let go inside in Prada, sometimes Motoka go Kambanga. That's the only risk that way they encounter. You know they touch snot, you know they touch pit, you know they touch blood. The one the way they play with all that mess today, una know they give them their allowance, then get cause for strike, then in they get risk allowance. Come, give me a break. I mean, I don't know. Where are we heading? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. It seems as if the government don't lost their love for the people. They've lost the love they have for the people. I don't mean some of the people, I mean all of the people. When the SLPP government can fet themselves for women's leader election, then they fet the first lady they sing in the police fire company there. Better not know. If not this government, better not it. I'm sorry, but not the truth.
So in all what you in all waiting me to get from you as a chairperson of the consortium, have you totally lost confidence in this government? You know, did you see any hope that something better? Because according to what they say is different from what the president and the administration is saying, that they are doing well in certain areas. You know, development is coming, infrastructure, bridges, and all of that. So it's like we are in a two different Sierra Leone.
Yeah, a lot of things are coming. They're coming. But the only thing is they won't tell you when. They are coming. The bridge from Lunge is coming. Patience. This is coming. Free education, when you not get for buy book, you not get for buy uniform, you not get for give picking lunch. It's coming. So many things are coming. We're waiting for their arrival. We're waiting with anxious minds and anxious hearts and open arms. We're waiting for the day when, because you are poor, you still get justice. For the day when, because you are poor, your child still goes to college. Mama, you foresee the line them for picking them. They say now free form for college. You be that talk there, free form for college. You for can't free tongue, you can see the line outside the banks to picking for buy token. They are making lines to buy token. Undergrad 300,000, postgrad 500,000. The closing date lock pants on picking the neighbor buy them token. That's not the free form. Who's fooling who? Who's fooling who?
So it's like within a two different Sierra Leone, because the president say in on deliver. It's unfortunate I don't have the video here, you know, but we don't play them, but some of we see them. The president say in on deliver. So now na Bonya na it give salon people it don't deliver. Then there was a time where I interview, because that was the quote I put on the flyer. Why you say President Bio for getting hands off the scale? Is it on the scale? Is it pressing on the scale?
Now they don't lay dump on the scale. They don't lay dump on the scale now. You see I mean, first of all, look, timing is everything. Timing matters. Whatever you do at a particular time, it matters. The timing of certain things matters. It matters. It's important. When you do a midterm census 3/4 of the way, we're not a midterm, na quarter, 3/4 term census. When you say pow, I will come to now, and all of a sudden, the people in Bond, the Bokupas, the people in Akroiduto, it don't lay down on the scale. And then don't help. They all not lay down on the scale for Tipan. And now we are seeing the white paper. I don't know if they want to pass this in careful, because the things that should look, if if you're going to do something with our constitution, no matter how cosmetic, elect now for those who have small makeup, get small eyelash, small lipstick, so we constitution. I think if we do am, we all get say. Constitution not to think for one generation, not to think for one political party, not to think for one tribe. That's something for generations yet unborn.
So, but you know, President Bio in you know the SLPP supporters them or sympathizers them, or even President Bio don't say he don't deliver in everything that he manifests to 100%. Do you agree with that?
Well, you know, there's the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So wetin me wan for say, for prove am, for let them show we say them right. Let President Bio and the SLPP let them know campaign fail 2023. Let them sit down and host, then fly go here, then fly under, then they TikTok, they enjoy, then wait. Let them know campaign. Let them know, no, they no pull polo, let them not pull cap, umbrella, drawers, let them not pull nothing. Let them not sit down and host and chill. Then we see now they win the election. Then they were right all along, and we were all wrong.
All right, well, the term not far again, 2023 not far. We, you know, like you say, all waiting. If you truly don't deliver 100%, now in manifesto, in what we always speak for what you don't do. That is obvious. But let me also come to the recent cabinet reshuffle. We also trend on social media as well, and I see a lot of tweets, and one tweet where really got me into it was that you know, somebody was saying that it said hold on, I have to read this tweet. I'll have to read this tweet, and you can make your judgment as a chairperson. It say the president himself has more questionable character than the two put together, meaning Alpha Khan and Dennis Vandy. So that's it. There was a lot of tweets flying on that day, and this one just caught my attention, saying that the president himself has more questionable character than the two put together.
You know what I get for say on the shuffle? When basically, I'll be honest with you, this is basically campaign year. This is the year of politics. 90s, 2022. All he needs to do is to establish a date, then go inside the ballot and come up with it. That's all he needs now is a date. This is basically campaign year. And so you are reshuffling your cabinet to accomplish what goal? One must ask.
Well, the question here, let me ask the question here, where people equally, you know, they frown at. We know, say, from the inception of this government, you know, the president will always say income for fed corruption. And everybody was excited because we know, say, corruption are one thing when we don't eat the fabrics of a nation. So a lot of progressive Sierra Leoneans were excited about it, you know. But having looked at what is going on, the trend, and coming to this recent reshuffling when we have somebody like Alpha Khan and also Dennis Vandy, where were found wanting
in the COI.
In the COI. They were found wanting in the COI. And now Alpha Khan get a full cabinet position, as well as Dennis Vandy. And a lot of people were frowning like, whose kind corruption where the new direction defeats?
And I don't know. It's selective corruption. And, you know, I think the people of Sierra Leone, we should demand our monies back. Those judges on that COI panel were paid an insane amount of money. They were paid very well. And it was money wasted. if this is the best you can do with their findings, if not this no more you able to pull come up waiting and fen, it was money wasted, my dear. It was money wasted. Because so what do you what, so you tear good people down, you marginalize good people, you victimize good people, and then you hail people of questionable integrity and financial mismanagement. You hail them. So now make me ask, say, when the park promised we new direction, remember, he didn't say the right direction. He said new direction. Whether I good or bad, it's a new one. Because this is a new law for Sierra Leone. This is not a new law. So he promised us a new direction. So now the direction we all they go so. So, and if the past say he don't deliver on all in promises, okay, we agree. Yes, sir. Congratulations to you and your cabinet. But una no campaign. Una go sit down and hospital, they vote for una. Because why? You have fixed the health system, you have fixed the judiciary, the police are fair and impartial. The health system is fantastic. When you go to hospital, medicine there, there for treat the patients. The school children are all fed. The public schools are all fed 3 meals a day, and they eat spaghetti, chicken. Yes, you have done it all. They all have uniforms, they all have books. And guess what? You see the result? Some man not take subject self, he got A in WASC. He not sit the paper self, he get A. So congratulations, sir. Well done.
Right. For my own side, where I will ask you when we continue to talk about the cabinet reshuffle, and we know say as last year, sometime in June, the president in cabinet we approved the gender bill, the gender empowerment, equality and empowerment bill, and we don't see how the reshuffle will go on. It's all about women, deputy minister. Are women not? Are we not qualified enough to hold leadership position when we have a president that talks about gender equality, and all we see is deputy minister?
The women empowerment that the president talks about. Mr. Kalona, they sleep. One talk on, they go sleep, relax. The women empowerment bill where the president they talk about. Do you think that there's commitment to it? When you have an opportunity, even at this last minute for letting reshuffle, Bo, throw the women a bone, throw us a bone. Send bone to we let cham cham let beef not in Panam. Instead, you make all the appointments deputies. So
are
what
women,
message as a woman?
So what is going on with the gender?
That is the subliminal message. Say, woman, they una no they online. You are good, but una they deputy, una they for the family.
Even in the SLPP party, they're not get any competent women to be ministers.
Even in the SLPP elections of officers, I believe only 3 women were able to make it. So, look, it's not a talk and do. It's a talk and talk. It's just a talk and talk. I'm sorry. It's a talk and talk. Because make hypocrites more, make 1 or 2 women be minister, pull some then man the way they give bad advice, pull them, be bold. That's why I said at the debate, the government doesn't have the stomach for women's empowerment bill, and they don't have the spine for it.
So where are we with this bill, this women gender equality, this women empowerment bill? Where are we at this time?
Tell me, why should the women have to advocate so hard? Why do they have to lobby so hard? Why? If it is something you're passionate about, you facilitate it. You make it happen. But it's because it is just lip service. They're just paying us lip service. So right now, Usaide, prayers. we will pray about it, and we will hope that those who can lobby Parliament, can lobby them. We hope they can embrace most of us, so we can all have an input, have a buy-in into it, and then we can have a real a women's empowerment bill. I even dislike the name gender empowerment bill because it's been a man's world since Jesus was a choir boy. It's been a man's world. So if we they call and say we want for a woman, that woman in kind of power, now call her women's empowerment bill. Who that would afraid? All afraid nobody. Let's say a women's empowerment bill. And then we all for put another them. We all for put another the women's empowerment bill. So you know go hear me and they criticize and like say me eight no they know. If side and they will be able to fix that, we all fix and we join on. Whether they mean call me in the beginning or they not mean call me in the beginning or but now for we own gender, now for we girl picking them tomorrow. We all go put an on there. And if the president is committed, we should see it. But this should be shuffle. They don't already show you we don't see the smoke. We don't see the smoke. Saying so that you know that he say therefore put me inside. They don't put me inside. They don't put me inside.
I mean, it was just a miss for me personally. I think it was just a missed opportunity for President Bio at a time where the woman there they try for push the gender bill at this time. I think it's a missed opportunity because if we don't show how committed this reshuffle for we don't show in commitment towards
the gender to women some powerful posts.
Absolutely.
Who they care for? Come on, President, you did it.
But anyway, you know, I mean, like Michelle Obama can say, it is what it is. You know,
and Rachel, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is because I mean, this could have been an opportunity for President Bill, and also in wife also the first lady will also they push woman business go before.
To showcase women.
If he able for influence, he gets so much power for influence a man on other things. Why not influence your husband when he comes on this reshuffle? Say, Mr. President, I not say no, you know the president, but I mean, let me put woman in before because myself then also myself the fit for woman them. Let me put woman in before. Let me give them ministerial position, not deputy, not you know, not for beginning to give it crow. Let me give them full leadership. I think say she should have also played that pivotal role.
Yes,
to influence the president in decision.
Exactly, because she has daughters too. She has daughters too. You know, and somebody that talks everything. You know, it's beautiful the way you have this set up because I'm able to read some of the comments and while they talk. And somebody they say, and President Bill do better than EBK. You came to do things better. You can do things better. So where EBK failed, you pick it up and do it better. So that is in the way they can give when they think you want one for them. They say, well, and it's like, why did it do? Well, if it was wrong then, it is still wrong now.
You make it right. And we always can get this program, two wrongs cannot make a right. If you
already know one and a half will make it right. Not even 1 1/4 will make it right. Talk less of 2.
All right, quickly, COP been signed and MOU, ahead of the 2023 election, getting to the 2023 election and also assisting on a grill and slam sludge as well. You can just give me just a brief of what happened this week, what in COP do this week, because I mean, una been very proactive this week. You guys came out and sludge and also signed this MOU. What's in all this media about?
My beef, what I get with them is
with who?
When they talk about my thing about sludge. Sludge and they talk about. I focus on sludge right now.
Okay.
My issue with sludge is then they play a very pivotal role in our democracy. They play a key role in our democracy. They have maybe even the biggest job of all. If we are to safeguard this fragile democracy of ours. Now tell them, I spoke with their head at the debate, I said your role is critical. And if there is wrongdoing, as SLAJ, you cannot be mute. You cannot afford, in your international credibility, you cannot afford to be mute. You cannot cherry pick the issues. If an issue is wrong, it is wrong, whether it has political undertones or not. You have to be vocal. Now, let me say the watchdogs, apart from us as opposition political parties, your role is so precious, we cannot underestimate it. And when we see you hobnobbing and cherry picking, we will call you out. We will call you out. And now that make I give you the initial compliment that you are the first media outlets, whether internet, whether media, radio, TV, blah, blah, blah. Now you're not the first person where they actually raise this conversation and ask the question. Some of us are opposition leaders, and we are bold, and we are brazen, and there are those stations and those areas where they prefer to say, sometimes they don't look and CID, so sometimes you go shut up. Sometimes we will Christian a place to make them they can't see ID every day. They will go make them, let them be quiet. I'm tired of hearing their voice. It's not going to happen. We are going to stay vocal. We are going to call you out. And look at how much lobbying then they do for this women's empowerment bill. And look at how many women. There were 13 women arrested and sent to Pademba Road for 7 days. And SLAJ said nothing. SLAJ said nothing. And all that we have seen them do to women along the line. So you cannot be on anybody's side except the side of the truth. Except on the side of the truth.
So what was the MOU? What was the MOU about?
There was no MOU. It was just the position paper calling them
Position
out.
paper, sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we say, look, all NTS so where they be, and I know they talk. All NTS so they marginalize. I mean, look now, you they talk now. Thank you for your show. I never stop thanking you enough. You have highlighted that the anti-corruption commissioner has promised us that heads are going to roll. People are going to be in prison. And there we are, a hardworking male that I stand by, despite the fact we're from different political parties. Bo, they say yams whitey white, bo. If somebody who's doing a good job, you lift them up. When the city becomes what the city should be, we will all enjoy the accolade. The president will take, he will gladly for bringing people in Kana in city. Let for a dignity come by. If you get mine, let pass and don't be pull and they pass and go down the market there. You go drive them past it. You get mine, pass it, take them with helicopter. I go left and straight and into money. Or you drive, you take speedboat and take the pass and not see nothing. But if the city is clean,
somebody's asking here, does Femi has any alarm bells about INEC before 2023 election?
It is not an alarm bell. It is a massive loudspeaker that is yelling. They put it behind tankard. It is a massive one because we are worried. And the reason we make with a worry, this is 2022. Our elections are 2023. INEC, hello, can somebody wake up? Are you doing registration? Are we doing electoral registration? Hello, is anybody home? It is 2022. I don't make like say on from sleeper. 2023 is the elections, and I hear people talking about some nonsense about 2024. We are not even going to entertain that rubbish. We are not going to even entertain it. 2023 elections. NEC, are you ready? Are you getting prepared? Una not tell me say money na there. If money there for census, money there for election. And 2022 is supposed to be council elections. NEC has not come out with boo-hoo. No statement they're not saying. They're not having nothing. So how won't I be worried? It is not bells. Bell na that small thing and they shake for say, lesson time. This na that big speaker where they play, they feel like chest. Now they ring right now for me.
So, as a, before we can round up, as a consortium, you heading the consortium of progressive political parties. So, what's on a concern, ahead of the 2023 election? What's in a some of, I know say there are a lot of concern, I can imagine, but what's on a primary concern ahead of 2023 election?
Rachel, is that the question we're going to end on? How are we extending the show? What are our concerns? Our concerns are the report that will come out from this supposed midterm census. Our concerns are the lack of involvement in the entire process of this white paper, where the paddles can pull, like say, put a phone and put an back pocket. White paper. And that's our concerns. Our concerns are about the media, us having access, our concerns about our free, fair elections, where we saw what happened in Koinadugu when 49 becomes 149. The concerns are very many. Our concerns are we want to march because we're unhappy. We want to take a letter. Instead, we were assaulted and almost arrested, almost violated by the police. Our concerns are the judiciary that cannot see the truth and call it the truth. When there are still election cases that have never been assigned, let alone had. We are concerned about that. Our concerns are that we should have credible, non-rigged, clear, transparent elections where political parties are free to operate in the space. Mama, the concern about we are worried. We are worried. We are also very concerned. Me particular, I am very concerned. Rachel, my biggest concern I bring to the Lord's lap every day is the disunity in Sierra Leone, the division, the vicious division along political and regional lines. That division there, this president has done nothing to heal. Nothing at all to heal it. It is my biggest concern. Political wrangling, political fighting, violence ensuing, a police force where the IG tear gas bell, where they ring and for let them blow tear gas from people there. They work out with an in back pocket. As you play with her, so fire them with tear gas. I said fire them with tear gas. We are concerned, ma. Very worried.
So okay, having said all of this, like you said, the concern them plenty, and we equally get concern from Sierra Leoneans then too, But can I ask you, do you think President Bio should extend an olive branch to the opposition ahead of the 2023 election, having mentioned all this concern in the interest of peace, in the interest of national unity, in the interest of the credibility of the election, in the interest of security? Do you think President Bio should extend an olive branch to the political parties in opposition or the COP?
I answer the question from an individual that I am, that has unconditional love for Sierra Leone. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. I think if President Bio were to do that, the respect I have from him that was like here in the beginning, that has dropped to here now, would raise a little bit. It would be a move that the public should see. It should be a narrative to realize that politics doesn't mean we have to fight. It will be a move to show that there are more things that unite us than divide us. But I think it is too late. I don't think he will ever do it.
Why it is too late? It's 2023.
We've made so many attempts to see him. We've made so many attempts.
All right, before you continue, let me just show you something. Really, this is why I watched this video. It really touched me heart. And I just asked myself, I wish President Bill can do this in the interest of peace, in the interest of national unity. But now, is this possible in Sierra Leone in the interest of peace and national unity?
I think this is something, had he done that, the narrative would have been different. Had he done it, I mean, this is what a leader, this is what the winner does. You're magnanimous. In your victory, you reach out to the losers and say, look, now I don't win. I don't win. I don't win, Una. And in my victory, I console you. That is what a leader does. But look, I'm sorry to end it on a sour note, but when we saw after the SLPP women's leader election, did we see anything that resembled this? We bombarded. We don't bombard. There's a different heart in the SLPP party. There's a different heart in it. And I pray every day that that heart can change. Do me, I do you. I hope that is something of the past. I hope that this sort of thing we can falamakatayam. We can falamakatayam na salon. Somebody asked me on the radio
station. I don't think it's still late because, like you said, there are a lot of there is serious division inside the country. We have we are so divided.
I don't think
tribal lines, regional lines. We are so divided. Don't you think it is still not too late for President Bio to extend an olive branch to every political parties and even Sierra Leoneans to come together?
HL, I have one reputation. And do you know what that reputation is? And I treasure it. It is to be honest. And on this question, let me be honest. It is too late for us to gather and hug. Can't we all just get along? It is too late. And somebody asked me on Freedom Radio, Mami Cole, I'll tell you they criticize them. I'll tell you they criticize the part. Well, we don't criticize, and so if you to say better way for do things, if the pag you work, you go take. I said, at this stage, the pag can for offer me job at this offer me position at this stage. When the soup don't rot in, it don't begin flush. Now they can't call me for pull it. Of course, I will not accept. I will not accept. Similarly, when you don't victimize me, you don't marginalize people there. You don't kill who that you able kill, go for them, out kill, go yeah, kill, make, blah, blah. We can't protest, we can't talk, we can't march. We don't tear gas who that people go beg for them couple. You tear gas there, students then IPAM, go talk for the waiting. Una drag them, police drag them. And now you want us to all hug and get along? It is too late. Let me be honest.
Okay, she is Madam Femi Claudius-Cole, the chairperson for the Consortium of Progressive Political Party, where we call COP, where the other side can call it Intermatis COP, but COP na COP. Also leader of the Unity Party, as well. I mean, and she has been playing a very pivotal role when it comes to women speaking out, women's voices, not only just as a political party or as COP, but she's also equally vocal when it comes to women's issue, so we don't talk plenty thing here today. Madam Femi, waiting now you word for today for Sierra Leone people, because I know say, I see the all and so I know you are somebody that never gives up. I mean, if we can get you 10 self or you 5 self na salon, I think say salon will be a better place, especially women, where they come out strongly, the way you come out on issues. Because I can always say salon, I mean, everybody want to be Mandela, but nobody want to go busy. I mean, all want to take the praise. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, but you don't want to get to the beat of it. You don't want to go prison, but you want to be Mandela. So for me, I really, really appreciate you that you're always, out in the media when you're called upon, because it's your responsibility. You owe this to Sierra Leonean people, to for tell we waiting they go wrong and waiting they go right. You owe it to the people of Sierra Leone because you're not public figure now, representing 13 political party, and it is a sad for see just quite a few number of una, that are very vocal in today's Sierra Leone. Like I said, there'll be a time when the thing don't sweet now. That's when you see people coming out. Oh, now we been there, oh, now we be there, but we didn't behind the scene. Excuse me? When salon, I mean, people are concerned about so many things going on. Where were you? We're going to ask some people. I am going to be here on the media asking some people, where were you? What would they look for now all over the place? So, Madam Femi, I really appreciate you last word today, just for today, for Salon people, and how you think, say, President Bio. What do you expect from President Bio at this time, and what do you have to say to Sierra Leone people?
What do I expect? Not a lot. I'm going to be honest, not a lot. But what I want for really say to Sierra Leone people is, we get one grain salon, nowhere to run, nowhere to go. We get for make this salon into the place to real United States of Sierra Leone. We get for make them into waiting we want them for be. I want for let we focus on anything the way they bring we together. I beg. Then we begin for respect each other. That respect it don't they lost. I beg, let we begin for be kind to each other. Like how we see opponents and team up, they hug each other. Now lesson than they will for really take and really grab a hold of. So if I for left one last word, I say at the end of the day, one people, now with this. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. This is our one Sierra Leone. And where we they take care of family, remember say generations then they be we. We tomorrow then get for poor libation now we grave. Let them not go there and pit we. They read the history when Sierra Leone was the Athens of Africa, when Sierra Leone was the first country to have this, the first country to have that. Let us put aside petty differences. We're going to have political differences, but that doesn't mean we can't get along. That doesn't mean we have to hate each other. There's good and bad in human beings. But let me learn for begin for really respect each other, be polite to one another, and get a love, not just for the country. The country is just the country, but the people that are in it. Don't begin for like yourself. Now big and big. One salon, animal beds. One.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Femi Claudius-Cole. It's always a pleasure having you on this program at all time. For make you can talk to your salon people, and for make you can talk to them about the things they want to do, and how we want for doing and all of that. But what I forget for talk to you about before the left we final one today about waiting COP moving forward, waiting on a plan for do, waiting on a short term plan in terms of going around the country.
COP with the hopes that we can able for really do that. And again, I want for really thank you because the platform don't be instrumental in the fundraising capabilities. So one for really say big thank you to UHL and to you specifically. We want for let everybody in a salon sabi we form a consortium where we can together. And the beauty of COP, I go like for that, let's really end on the note of COP. COP gets the face of Sierra Leone. Waiting na me wish, can't pass it, na me wish, and I'm not afraid for talking. Now foresee the consortium transform into a coalition. Where political parties, they can together. Where we know they begin to tit for tat, do me, I do you, Naxamatis, comping. I want to see that as a thing of the past. I would love to see that transformation. I pray every day about it. I pray it happens one day. I would love to be able to be the one to announce that such a thing has been established and I would love that to happen. And it is my prayer. Because I think that With the consortium, there's no more tribalism. With the consortium, there's no more regionalism. With the consortium, there's no more do me, I do you. With the consortium, there's no more putting a knife in each other's back. It will be a coming together of people who have one common thing, and that is we want to see Sierra Leone grow. We want to see Sierra Leoneans grow. We don't want to be beggars for the rest of our lives and our children's lives.
All right, we don't want this a long interview, but I can always do them with you because I know you get plenty thing. Anytime I bring here, we get a lot for cover. And thankfully, we were able to cover almost everything except the white paper. The white paper,
we'll come back for the white paper.
Yeah, but like I say, I mean, this is just this is just a general conversation where they say, I mean, it is our responsibility in the media for inform the people for tell them what's in it. And most people and salon people are what's in it at that white paper with the level of illiteracy within a salon. How many of us we know what's in it at the white paper?
Let me tell you something. If person not go school and not go college, doesn't mean they don't know what's going on. We country, we get clever people. Like they know one day go school. We get people the way they think, we get people the way clever. So then you break it down, they'll get it. Break it down now.
It is our responsibility, the media, they were not wrong. I mean, so break it down. Break it down. You know what I mean? We break them down for the people that make them understand. I mean, we cannot continue to follow blindly anymore.
Exactly.
Because I mean, we're sinking. We cannot continue to follow blindly. Those days are gone. And with the awareness when they go on, I mean, it's too much. But thank you again. I mean, it's been awesome having you around. I'm happy. I'm excited for the fact that you're a woman and you're standing up to the test of time. Your reward you might not see the reward today, but at some time, when they will say, "Ooh and ooh, we are there when the going was getting tougher," your name will be mentioned. So make a left with this with salon people there.
All the long-standing problems still entrenched in our society. We have added another problem, which is making things even worse, which is taking us backwards and not forward. And what is that? It is the seeming policy of division and exclusion, marginalization of a certain group. That is not good for business. The political instability and tension is not encouraging investment. Division on tribal lines does not consolidate peace. It perpetuates resentment. Now, yesterday, in the opening statement of our leaders, we were inspired in so many ways that we saw that our leaders, for the first time, admitting to fault and willing to take responsibility. But we also see that there is a big gap between rhetoric and reality. We are preaching peace, yet we are undermining those institutions that foster peace. We can give countless examples, but I don't want to bore you right now with examples. Let me just mention a few. You cannot preach peace and you're sacking people who are guaranteed with security of tenure under the Constitution and the statute. You cannot preach peace and you impose a speaker on parliament against the majority party in parliament. We cannot preach peace when it seems like appointments are being done on tribal lines. We cannot preach breeze when we are depriving access to justice of the hearing of political cases by opposition or otherwise, and even by the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
All right. Thank you very much, Famulem. Miwe County Program now Rachel Bangura Davis, and I want to say thank you to Star TV for where they're able for broadcast them live. Salute. Till next week, where we say we'll with Bio Woman Talk. Keep telling it to Rachel on women and politics. Bye bye.
A lot of people complaining, even your government complaining about heavy deforestation in the eastern part of the country, where forest timber is being cut down indiscriminately, sometimes by government-approved firms as well, and this timber is not being replanted. What are you doing about that?
Well, we cannot say it's not being replanted because, to the best of my knowledge, I know replanting is going on. I remember launching that, and the minister has gone ahead.
Even where it's being done illegally?
Not, I mean, when you say there's no replanting, replanting is ongoing in Sierra Leone. Illegally, definitely, we will not know about it, so we won't be able to do something about it.